So my business is Mike's Glass, which is one of the companies that we own now. It started some 23 to 25 years ago now, and it's grown into now a multi-million-dollar business. Before I couldn't see the wood for the trees before I came to action, and I was probably at a point in my life where I was the person that was doing everything in the business, and for example I wasn't finishing till around about 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
By the time I got the invoicing done and everything else and the jobs organised for the next day, and I just kept on working day after day after day, call outs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because I wanted to be successful. But the thing was I didn't want to spend the money to employ other people to do the jobs that they should have been doing. So when I came along and saw Kevin and met Kevin, he sort of put a new perspective on my life and actually started showing me what I should be doing and employing a general manager to start running the business with the responsibility. And that's where we started turning the business around, because then I had a bit more time to actually work on the business and not. What action took us to was Mike's Glass was my first initial business, which is what we've grown to around about $1.8 million a year turnover now. From what we've done there is we've actually been able to escalate that. We've started another company which has a national contract with a major insurance company in New Zealand, and that looks after all their flat glass claims nationwide. We own another business in Christchurch. We bought another glass business in Wellington, another automotive company. I mean, we just expanded, which is what I've just sold out of. So I haven't sold out of just Mike's Glass, I've sold out of the group, which is the top. So one of the companies is only doing that sort of turnover. The group is doing a major turnover, which is fantastic. Initial thought is, gosh, it's a lot of money. But in hindsight, it was the best money I ever spent in my life. And I mean, as everyone does, I mean, everyone looks at what they spend. Unfortunately, they never look at what their return's going to be. You go and buy petrol from the gas station, it's $1.73 a litre now. They don't look at how many Ks that cars can actually drive them to work if they don't put gas in the car. You have to invest money to get a return out of it, and that's one of my key things now, is invest and you will get rewarded. And that's where I found action was just fantastic. Kevin is so easy to talk to. He could relate on my level. We sat down and we talked, and it was just so nice to actually have someone to bounce ideas off and actually, as I said before, have a look at the helicopter view, which I could not see because I was just focused in it. I was on the inside of the wheel and Kevin was looking at the outside of the wheel. And I have to say it was the best thing that I ever did. One thing I'd like to say is anyone that's actually going to be looking to do coaching, I think is they need to have a look at themselves and finding out what they actually want to do with themselves and their business in the future. If they want to sit in the corner shop and wait for the sales to keep coming to them and wondering why their business is never growing, keep doing what you're doing. If you want to succeed and be successful, go and get some help. It's as easy as that. You cannot do it on your own. And I would not have been where I am today without Action International. It's as simple as that. I still would have been, as I said before, working at the coalface day after day. So if you want to be successful, you have to invest the money wisely and do it once and do it right. And every major business that I see around New Zealand and around Wellington that I know has been successful, they've all had coaching because they can't do it for themselves. Most people that start, or should I say start their own businesses, they've usually been an employee in a company and all they see is the boss sitting back and getting all the rewards. But what they don't actually ever understand is the work that's gone in behind the scenes to get that business successful. So the employee thinks that if I go and start a business, I should be able to do the same thing and the money should just keep coming across the counter. Well, guess what? The boss is probably the one that's had the Action International coaching, is why he's been successful, But the employee that decides to start their own business
Yeah.
doesn't know all of this, and they're going to go and open their shop and think they're going to make $1 million.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. It
No.
just doesn't work. It's about building relationships and building trust in people, knowing what you want and doing the right thing at the end of the day for the customer. That's the thing that you have to do.